Good evening, everyone. It is I, Shadow the Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form. And tonight, I will be reading you all Muppets Wizard of Oz Deep Web Livestream Creepypasta. A Muppets, I think, Lost Movie Creepypasta. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Written by none other than the Shadow Lioness. Thank you very much for giving us permission to read your story, read your creepypasta, Shadow Lioness. Shout out to her. Now I know that the Skyrunner have read it, and after reading through it, I decided, well, I think I am brave enough to read this creepypasta. Now without further ado, everyone, let's get reading. Being a kid in the early 2000s, I loved the Muppets. I liked a lot of Jim Henson creations, who made a lot of Muppet shows and movies. There were great shows and movies as well, like Sesame Street, Bear in a Big Blue House, and Fraggle Rock, but one of them was the Muppets. They were my favorite out of all of them, even as an adult to this day. You know the Muppets, right? You know the Muppets, right? Kermit the Frog, with Kermit the Frog, Fozzie Bear, Miss Piggy, etc. They've been my favorite show as a kid growing up. I've adored the Muppets, and the same with my family, and still to this day. However, I have a secret to tell you all, and it might scar you when I tell you this. I've seen something very disturbing. What I'm telling you is the truth. I'm not going to lie. What I'm about to say, you might think that I'm crazy or something, but think about it as you read this. I saw it on a live stream, not on YouTube, but on the deep web. It all started in 2016. I was in college at this time, since it was February. I walked back to my dorm after classes. It was a pain in the butt. Yeah, that's true. When I walked inside my dorm, my roommate made a mess. That Jessica, she almost never cleans up her mess. I sighed in anger as I cleaned up her mess. After the mess was cleaned up, I went on my desktop computer since I was bored. I decided to go to the deep web. I don't know why I did that, but I did, mainly for something to do. After 15 minutes of browsing, a user named Steven popped up. He messaged me in the chat room. He said hi to me. At first, I wasn't sure on what to say, so I typed back hi to Steven. We started chatting for a couple of minutes. However, Steven said to me that he was a year older than me. I was 21 at the time, since Steve said that he was 22. At first, I wasn't sure if Steven was lying or not, so I went on with it. However, I started talking to Steven about what we liked as kids. When I mentioned that I liked the Muppets, he sent me a weird link. At first, I didn't trust the link. I had a feeling it was a murder live stream. I asked Steven if it was a murder live stream. He typed back and wasn't. So I clicked on the link. It took me to a live stream. There were like 20 people waiting. The thumbnail was something familiar. It had something to do with the Muppets, and it was one of the Muppet movies. It was Muppets Wizard of Oz. I remembered seeing that movie. I don't remember the movie that well, though. Mainly because I haven't seen it since I was a kid. The thumbnail was different. It was including weird characters. Weird creatures. Sorry. The thumbnail had Dorothy, Kermit, Fozzie, Gonzo, Pepe, and Miss Piggy. I looked more closely to see monsters. They looked like they were from a video game. It was photoshopped very well, so I waited to see When will the live stream start? I looked to see that the timer said 5 minutes left. I had a feeling there would be a movie live stream. While I waited for 5 minutes, I grabbed some popcorn along with a drink. The drink I got was Pepsi. I headed back to my bedroom onto my computer. The movie started when I typed "hey" in the chat box. Other people typed the same thing. The movie started off with Dorothy, aka Ashanti or Ashanti. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing her name incorrectly. Singing a song about getting out of Kansas. After the song ended, NEM called out to Dorothy, who was daydreaming. Dorothy, these ketchup bottles aren't gonna fill themselves. NEM said to Dorothy, they were working in a diner in the movie. Sorry, NEM. I can't stop daydreaming. It's my audition tonight. Dorothy showed off her outfit to her aunt. How do I look? She asked NEM. You like one of those girls that do drugs, NEM replied. I was shocked, since when do movies mention drugs? I went on with the stream. Didn't want to leave just yet. Dorothy asked Uncle Henry his opinion on her outfit. He liked it, but he needed to say something. Dorothy is old enough to dress the way she wants. Don't you think, Uncle Henry asked NEM. Dorothy and NEM then started arguing. I couldn't hear or understand what they were saying. But I figured it might be some gibberish or something. When NEM wasn't looking, Uncle Henry helped Dorothy snuck out of the diner to go to the audition. The next scene transitions to Dorothy showing up at the city hall. When she got there, she was late. The Muppet bus showed up. Dorothy walks up to the bus. I would like to sing, but if you couldn't listen to my demo, that would be great. Dorothy then handed a demo CD to Kermit. The next scene shows Dorothy's aunt and uncle watching the weather. A tornado was bound to happen. Dorothy then walked back inside her trailer home. Uncle Henry noticed and looked at her. Did you miss your bus? Uncle Henry asked. Enough with your crap, Dorothy sighed in anger. I'm still stuck here. Dorothy went into her room and slammed the door. Dorothy's aunt and uncle walked in the bedroom to talk to Dorothy. Hollywood is full of crime, flash fires, earthquakes, and much more, Uncle Henry said. Look, I understand that you want to leave, but you still belong here with your family and friends, NEM added. What friends? Toto's a prawn that I saved from the diner because you wouldn't let me have a dog, Dorothy replied. I was starting to wonder if Steve was telling me the truth about his real age or not. I've had a feeling that he was lying. As do meet people in life, you will run into those people that lie about stuff. I want to go somewhere I can be someone. Now what do you want to do? NEM asked Dorothy. All I want is, I hate living here and I don't want to end up like you. Dorothy sighed in frustration. The next scene shows Dorothy, NEM, and Uncle Henry rushing to the fallout shelter. Dorothy then runs back inside the trailer as she forgot Toto. And when she ran back inside, the tornado. When she ran back inside, the cyclone picked up the trailer. The scene went on for a minute or two. Then the trailer crashed, and Dorothy wakes up. She sees Toto, aka Pepe, as a Muppet came to life. Dorothy and Pepe walked outside the trailer, only to find themselves in Oz. Rizzo and many other rats showed up, then walked to Dorothy and Pepe. I worked in a diner. I take care of this filthy tales. Dorothy was about ready to pounce when Rizzo spoke up. We're not rats. We're munchkins of Munchkin Land. Rizzo spoke up. And this is where I will stop for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 of Shadow the Hedgehog reads Muppets Wizard of Oz. deep web live stream creepypasta.